So wait, hold my beer. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I assume that you drink a lot when you play League. So I'm assuming that you play a lot of League. You like to drink. You especially like to drink beer, and that's okay, my friend. That's okay. But you need to be playing the right champions if you're drunk. And I see that your first champion is already a good drunk champion. If you are drunk or you're drinking a lot, you're drinking in excess, you need to be playing an easy champion. You are a tank main. You are now a tank main. So, with that in mind, your first mode play, I approve of Zach being your first mode play champion. You're drinking a lot of beer, you got one beer in one hand, you got your mouse and keyboard control in the other hand, you're a perfect Zach man, right there. So you got that covered. I'm going to come up with another champion that's probably pretty good. Vi's too hard. Vi's going to be hard for you because you're going to need two hands. You need to be able to flash and use your Q. Zach Jungle, no, you got one hand for that. That's a one-handed champion. You can actually play him with one hand. I could show it to you, but it doesn't really matter. But you just have to take my word for it, just from experience of that champion. Thresh, you got to have two hands for Thresh. Rengar, okay, you can play Rengar with one hand. You just might need to get a little bit better at Rengar. Varus, pretty impressive that you can play Varus with one hand. I got to say, Varus is pretty OP right now. Maybe not OP enough to carry somebody that wants you to lose the game, but almost good enough. Jace, Jace actually needs two hands. Master Yi, it looked like you were on track. I mean, Master Yi is like the OG. You got one beer, you got one hand for the mouse and keyboard. Master Yi is good. But Master Yi just sucks in the meta. That's Master Yi's major problem right now, is he just sucks in the meta. Like, lethality on him, it does not really do much. So, Master Yi is unfortunately not too hot in the meta for one hand. So, if you need to, you know, the first part of your name, like, wait, hold my beer, if you don't have a friend, like you're not duo queuing, someone to hold the beer for you while you take over, you probably should stick to the one-handed champions. You just might need to find something other than Zach. I would recommend Hecarim. Pretty easy champion to play with one hand. A little bit harder than Zach in terms of you have to spam. But, you know, you could just, like, right-click the champion and then move over to this keyboard. Let me show you some actual Hecarim footage right here. So when I'm playing Hecarim, I just have one finger here, and then my thumb is just doing all the other buttons. So you can do this actually two-fingered. Probably not good to use it with just my thumb. You could use it with your middle finger too. So it's just, this is actual Hecarim gameplay right now. I don't know if you're being deceived by the fact that the game is not actually pulled up, but I'm actually playing Hecarim right now. Okay, I just killed the whole enemy team. That's good. So that's Hecarim in a nutshell right there. Another one-handed champion. I would highly recommend him if you need to play League while you're drunk or you have one hand occupied. So pick up some Hecarim. It looks like your Blitzcrank is actually insanely good. Turn off the scripts, man. You're going to get detected. You're going to get the Ghost 2 status on Reddit. You're just too good at a champion. People are going to start witch hunting you, and then you're going to be exonerated, but then a lot of people still think you script because they never actually see the second post. But, you know, just keep it cool. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, I got to give you some coaching on Hecarim. Even though 90% of Hecarim gameplay is simply just going to be you hitting this Q button over and over again, don't forget to use your Ghost. So what might be happening in these Hecarim games is you actually forget to skill up either your ultimate or you're not using your Ghost ability. Now this is a rookie mistake because if you don't use your Ghost on Hecarim, you're missing out on a lot of free attack damage because Hecarim's Ghost ability increases his movement speed, right? He's moving faster, they can't outrun you as easily, but also movement speed for Hecarim converts to attack damage through his passive. So when you pop Ghost, you're getting free attack damage right away, meaning your Q ability, your auto attacks, with whatever, it just ramps up. So if you're not using your Ghost ability, that's probably why you have a 40% win rate with Hecarim right now. You're taking Flash, or you forgot to use Ghost, or to skill up your ultimate or something, because you occasionally need to move your finger from here to your R button. And, you know, sometimes hit the E, and the W is just like whatever. You could probably win most team fights without it, but it's very helpful to hit that button too. Just, you know, practice those hand movements. Just don't get too used to hitting that Q button. Occasionally hit the F, maybe a D here, an R, one E, that's okay. So there you go, man. It looks like you're a platinum for your whole League of Legends career, so you're a little bit below where you should be, but that's okay. The tips I just gave you for Hecarim will probably be enough that if you just stick to Zac and Hecarim, you're done. Like, you're already in plat right there. So good luck. Good luck with that, dude. Okay, so Shaco seems to be your go-to. You play pretty much nothing but Shaco effectively, besides Evelynn. So you are a stealth champion, right? Like, you like stealth champions. Your Rengar needs some improvement, but you're playing Shaco and Evelynn like pretty effectively. And I mean, that's good, but I've got to say, you're going to have to branch out a little bit more than that, being able to play more than just stealth champions to climb. And if you're looking for platinum, you need to pick up probably a tank jungler like Zac or Hecarim, or another that is decent enough to impact the game. You definitely like assassins. Like, you're trying assassins in all the roles. Dear God, refund this champion, please. I'm not even going to go into that. Okay, that might be why you're not playing too much Zac. Look at your runes and masteries for Zac. Copy my rune setup and mastery setup for Zac. That's like an easy, like 60+% win rate at your level of play, like guaranteed. And just watch like one of the VODs on my YouTube channel from when I play Zac. Just type in Valkrin Zac, and it'll like run you through what you should be doing in the early game, and it's fine. So you got that. That's already, that should be a 60% win rate right now. Just looking and using my YouTube channel, like, you're fine. That's taken care of. We're done with that, okay? But these other picks are kind of worrisome. You're playing a lot, like, even though you're like a Shaco one trick, you're definitely dabbling with trying a bunch of different champions, but you're not sticking with it. So even something like a 50% win rate with Wukong with only 4 games played, you could make it higher if you want to, but I'm just saying that Wukong's maybe not worth it. So you probably should branch out a little bit more than just Shaco and Evelynn. Probably pick up a tank jungle pick, improve it, and make sure your off roll is okay and decent. And you're also dying a lot, man. I don't want to point this out because I know a lot of people are embarrassed about the KDAs. And yeah, KDAs aren't everything, but across the board, if you're below a 3 KDA on like most of the champions you play, you're probably playing too aggressive. So if you're going for that final push from gold to platinum, one of the biggest mistakes I see for gold and platinum players when I used to coach them was that they would play too aggressive and not know when to back down and just, it's okay. Like, they've got 3 people here. I don't need to go in 1v3. Even though I'm pissed that I'm getting camped and stuff like that, and I just want to fight and I want to use my advantage. I want to gank this lane. Like, you just have to sit back and let it happen sometimes. You can't just go into an unwinnable situation because you're frustrated. And that's what most gold and plat players do, is they get really pissed when they're getting camped and they try to be better than they are. And they're like, I'm going to 1v2 this right now because I need to, and I'm really fed. And it's like, you haven't gotten to that point yet where you're ready to maybe do that. And the circumstances are probably not good either. So dial that back a little bit, man. You're playing a little bit too aggro in situations that you should not be playing aggressive in. Your KDAs should improve if you go into each of your games and think, do I really need to do this play? Like, what will this play, how will this play affect my game if I die here? Think about that in every significant play you go into, a gank. Like, can I die here, and what will happen if I die? Because a lot of times people are thinking, I need to get this kill. And they're not thinking, what will happen if they counter gank this? Is this a smart gank if someone else is here? And that's how you die. Like, you'll be doing well, and then you get shut down because you went for a play that you thought you could do, but because you didn't have great enough vision, it was risky, and you took that risk, and it didn't pay off. And you didn't need to take that risk because you were already ahead. So KDAs like this, even though you've got a good win rate on Shaco, you're probably dying in unnecessary situations, but you still know what to do with your advantage. But if you die less, you go into less risky situations when you start getting ahead, and you think, do I need to do this to win? Or is this just like overly risky for no reason? So good luck, man. Pick up a tank, try to die less, and you're already in plat. I can see your future. Number one thing that, guys, what is the trend? What is the same that we've seen in almost every single one of these profiles where people want to get better, they don't know what to do to get better. They're like, please analyze my gameplay. You're playing too many different roles. This guy, his most played's jungle. His second most played's like, is this support or top lane? Yeah, you're a Vayne player. Okay, you play Ashe. Okay, you play Nocturne. Okay, you play Cassid. Okay, you play Bard. You play Caitlyn, Lux, Hecarim, Pantheon, Brent. You're all over the place, man. You are like a career variety player. You're just like, I want a little bit of everything, but I also want gold. You were bronze season 5, silver season 6. You're looking for gold season 7. Stick to 1 to 2 roles. 2 roles where you want to master them. Don't be playing like 5 different roles and not know why you have a span between like a 75 to a 25% win rate on AD carry. It's because there's too much differences on these AD carry style picks. So this is what I want you guys to know. If you come away from anything today, let it just be this. If you want to climb the ladder, you don't have to know how to play all 5 roles. You don't. 1 to 2 roles. That's it. And maybe have a third role where you can one champion that you're just proficient enough not to feed. You're putting all of your time and effort to these 2 roles. Everything that you've got. And you might be able to use one of those 2 roles / champions to play that third role that you're autofilled into. Let's say this guy was, I don't want to start a bad trend, but let's say this guy was actually legitimately just not a good top player, right? Like, this is a Nautilus top game. You don't understand top lane that much, but you at least have Vayne mechanics. You could even play Vayne top lane. Like, there's some good matchups for Vayne top. If legit, like, you are more likely to win on Vayne top than Nautilus top lane, then you would go with the Vayne top, right? But I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that, like, if you're a good Vayne player, you would just play Vayne in more positions than just, like, switch to something that you clearly may struggle with, and that's okay. You can go back and tackle that later. But if you want to climb, you want to just buckle down and just get to that gold, and you don't really care about learning all the roles just yet, and that's okay, because that's going to slow you down. You buckle down and you limit what you play. You're playing too many different things. If you want to stick to jungle, stick to jungle. Otherwise, don't play it. If you want to play AD carry, play it, but don't play Ashe. You'd be playing stuff like Vayne and abusing the lethality picks, and apparently you're a good Caitlyn, which it's fine. Like, these aren't even like good picks in the meta, but you clearly somehow make them work. Or maybe this is disproving the fact that there is a meta in low elo and you can win with anything, and the fact that lethality's OP doesn't matter if people are picking Ezreal and some other stuff down there. But yeah, you're all over the place, man. 2 games here, 2 games there, 2 games here. It's slowing you down. Like, 3 games on a Mumu, just three losses. That could be like 60 league points put towards putting you in your promos right now. As of right now, you could be in Silver 3 if you didn't play a Mumu or something like that, right? So that's like the #1 thing I would say, is just limit what you play. And I hope that helps you, because it looks like you play everything. I actually can't tell what you main. These are teleports. It looks like you played a Mordekaiser top game with Proto Belt. Like, kudos to you, man. I don't think that might have been your first Mordekaiser top game that I can tell. So maybe you're a new Mord main. I don't know, but it looks like you need to limit what you play. Oh my god. Dude. Every single time you're trying a new champion, it's not working out for yourself. Stick to what's good and what's right. These are all potentially games that just shouldn't even be losses for you, right? Like, this just slows you down. You're clearly not a Yasuo main yet. You know, you could check out my bro Yasuo on YouTube and get better at Yasuo as well. But you're not there yet. You know, maybe one day I'll duo with Yasuo on stream, and we can talk and discuss Yasuo and how to fix this Yasuo problem that is an epidemic in solo queue. People that like him because he's fun, but he's really hard to play, and most people just will play him once or twice or too many times, and they never get that edge of understanding.